Hello, FLV. We are back with season 22, week 4. Today's game is going to be Nomads versus DSS Gaming. Couple subs here on both sides. Had to get an emergency sub on the side of 10 Thieves. But we do have a good old Nick Jr. sub in on the side of Noah's Disciples, joined by, the rest of the roster. And then, aside from what's going on in the game, I am joined by my wonderful co-caster and observer, Scipio, and our wonderful stream up Halo995. How we doing today, Scipio?
Doing great, doing great. A bit sleepy, but here we go. We have quite the match today uh, with Nick on North Cyber, I believe, and
Yes.
with Milkshake also, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh yeah, Milkshake, D-rank daddy in the game.
Yeah, I
Wait,
believe
no.
so. I believe he was playing in it's the
I
8 p.m. EST. Yeah, it is.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Milkshake is on the same team as Nick. Anyways,
I
we
don't
have
know. I
quite a
might
game
be
here. Yeah, yeah, you can actually see them in the match VC together, Nick and Milkshake.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right.
Yeah. Uh, so yeah, we can have quite the game, as you said. Quite a big thanks to our stream op, Halo. He's streaming nearly 10 games a day.
The absolute goat. Everybody loves Halo.
We're gonna start bans shortly. Actually, we did start bans earlier before we even
Yeah,
started the stream
somebody
with,
didn't listen and started
yeah,
bans. So.
Noah's Disciples ban and split. Not gonna be split game, we're not gonna have that map. Thank God.
I don't know. Split games are pretty fun to cast, but
Yeah, but they're not fun to play. Anyways, what are you wishing for, Somber?
dude, I really want a Pearl game. I love Pearl from like the bottom of my heart.
Low key, it's not quite a popular opinion, but I can share that with you. I love Pearl very much.
I don't
It
know. I
has
have a
some
pretty good win
plays
rate.
you can, even though it's not like such a big map, but you can make some plays with it lurking through mid. And here comes the second map, as the second ban as I speak, Heaven. We're not gonna have the Haven map.
And I'm not even mad about that. I'm so sick of Haven. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I don't want neither Haven or Lotus to be honest. Lotus is out of the rotation. Sorry, my bad.
I look. I think them removing one of the two three site maps from the comp pool is really healthy for the game.
I think so. Yeah.
Because I had a period. I had a singular day where I queued Lotus, Haven, Lotus, Haven, Lotus. It
But I
was.
had today. I only include Lotus. Don't ask me how.
And then another band coming out from Noah's Disciples, Abyss, is now off the table as well.
Yeah. And we're left with all of Bind, Corrode, Pearl, and Sunset.
I really
I
hope it's
wouldn't
not a
mind the
Sunset
Corrode.
game.
I wouldn't
Yeah,
mind Corrode. I
Sunset
don't
is
wish for Sunset, yeah.
very overplayed in FLV, if I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. I think we had a meta for each week. Like week one, it was Lotus. It was full of Lotuses. Week two, it was Haven. Week three, it was a bit mixed, but now, let's see.
So yeah, yesterday there was the DSS versus Nomads, or the SSD game versus Nomads, and that was a Sunset game. Hopefully we can
Yeah.
break the trend before it starts. Just waiting out on the fourth ban from 10 Thieves. Just it's not happening yet.
We're just waiting for it.
Come on.
Apparently, they're discussing some things about the ping and the servers, some technical issues, as always.
All right, looks like
We're
Texas is
gonna go
gonna
on
be the server.
Texas. Yeah,
But here's the
seems the
real
most
question,
balanced two plays.
right? We had a question coming in from Milkshake in the party chat.
Which
Uh,
is
do you have like chain pizza places where you live, Scipio?
like a pizza place that has multiple locations.
Yes, like Pizza Hut and Domino's. Has that migrated to the EU or no?
Well, I'm not in the EU right now, but I can
Oh
speak
wait,
for
yeah.
Tunisia. Yeah, kind of. We have like a restaurant that's named after a route in America, actually, Route 66.
Oh, I've heard
Uh,
of that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually a restaurant here that has like more than 15 locations. And 15
Okay,
locations
okay.
in Tunisia is very because Tunisia is relatively small, if you know what I
Yeah,
mean.
yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, that's very good amount. Also, we
But yeah,
have
milkshake was a. Go ahead, go ahead.
yeah, yeah. No, you go ahead. No worries.
But milkshake was asking for the U.S. enjoyers here, Pizza Hut or Domino's. I personally made a vow to Papa
I
John's. I
would say Papa John's. We have it here, so I love Papa John's more. But I would say Pizza Hut because I actually tried it. I'd not tried Domino's, unfortunately.
I'm sworn to Papa John's for the rest of my life because they follow me on Instagram. Yeah, I DM'd them like 3 years ago, and I'm like, I'll stop eating Pizza Hut forever if you follow me. And they followed me, and they've stayed followed
Uh,
to me for the past couple years, and it's just
yeah,
it's
I love pizza. I love oh my god, what am I saying? I love Papa John's because they give that little chili with the pizza, if you know what I mean.
yes, yes,
Like
yes,
there's
yes.
that
That's
little
one of my favorite
jalapeno
parts.
chili. Yeah, I love that one. Also, they have that sauce of the I have no idea what's name. It's like a garlic sauce, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, 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 yes.
Yeah.
Bro, and then now another question. Do y'all mess with the spicy McChicken from
Oh,
McDonald's?
as we're speaking about food, we forgot about bands.
Oh my god,
We
we
we had 10 Thieves banning Vine and Noah's Disciples banning Crowd, and we're left with either Pearl or Sunset. Let's just
Please
wishes,
ban
bro.
Sunset, please ban Sunset. But yeah, okay, so, back to the spicy McChicken question.
Yeah,
I love McDonald's in general, but the McChicken has my heart. If I could get married to a McChicken and it was a sentient being, I would love my life.
I am not a very big McDonald's fan, not gonna lie. Like, I barely ate from it once or twice in my lifetime, and that's not like short time. Anyways, uh, uh, I'm not very enjoy. I like eat their fries. I love them. I eat their salad. But yeah. Also, do you like spicy food? That's the
I
question.
love spicy food. Oh,
Okay,
I
fair
can go
enough.
on about food for the rest of my life. Speaking of spicy food, I'm gonna take the wheel here for a second. Last night, I went out to this ramen place that just opened near me, and
Hmm.
I got some spicy tonkatsu pork ramen, and it was so good.
Yeah, the
Like
ramen and the spice go crazy.
the spice hit the back of my throat in all the right ways, and that sounds really suspicious, guys. Sounds really
It does
suspicious,
indeed.
but it was so good.
They're doing some suspense that not banning. Please,
Come
guys.
on, just ban Sunset.
Oh my gosh, they're still arguing about I do not even know what.
They're just talking about food.
The big MD is so mid, bro. Oh my. Oh, finally, we're gonna play Sunset,
No.
unfortunately. Well, here we go. As our lobby players are still speaking about trench.
Oh, it's gotta be another Sunset game. Wait, what were you saying about Ranch?
Then Nana, I said our lovely players are still speaking about trench.
Uh, they're womping
What
me
now?
because I said I hate Sunset.
I think that's milkshake. Anyways, we
Yeah.
have Noah's Disciples gonna start on defense, and then the Eves was gonna be on attack, as Noah's Disciples did choose defense.
Are they gonna switch sides? Question mark.
Question mark.
Like
I think
slight
only
changes
Nick
have
did.
been made to the. I think we're gonna be mixing up the teams real quick.
Yeah,
We're actually gonna
the
have.
PR
We're
did.
actually
They
gonna
did not have
have.
the PR. Oh my god.
No, we're.
As we're waiting for teams to switch,
Uh
perhaps
huh. Uh
today.
huh. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe next week. If the Pia or who was it that I cast? It was Nick Jr. If Nick Jr. was casting, he'd just play the. No, it was Entry. It was Entry. It was just the Jeopardy
Mason.
music. Do 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 do. Do do
I
do
don't have a
do
great
do.
voice, so yeah.
Do 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 do. Are we switched? Are we good?
I think so. I don't know. Question mark.
I'm almost 100% sure.
I think
I
so.
don't know
Yeah,
these
yeah,
rosters
yeah.
off the top of my head, to be honest.
Me neither. I'm gonna be guessing with names of the agents.
Yeah,
Pros are, yeah,
super
always are.
super Macy, capital Suprema. I don't know, man.
Ace, I think, I don't know, Superman AC. Ah,
Uh, I'm at a loss
oh,
here too, Scipio. It's okay. For the sake of my sanity, I'm just gonna say Super Macy. Or the suggestion from our wonderful stream operator, just call him the car, Supra. And that's what
fair
I
enough,
will be
fair
doing.
enough, fair enough.
But yeah, no, what's the PRs looking like? Supra is Senate 1.
Unfortunately,
Um
I do not have the chart of the players.
Clementine on the side of Noah's Disciples is a
I
diamond
have a couple
3.
of ascendants, triple diamonds, I believe.
Do they have
Then
two
I have some,
ascendants?
yeah.
Holy. This is gonna be a okay
What's
and like
Milkshake's rank?
hey,
Oh
they're
my
ready.
gosh, and we're ready. Still waiting for the here we go from our wonderful team up. Yeah, don't worry about the hours. Let's start.
Yep, yep, yep.
And
Just
away we go. And away we
yep.
go, guys.
And away we go.
It's like trademark for Halo.
That was insane. And the hovers come out. Fade on both sides, which is the only agent cover or hovered for 10 Thieves. Never mind, they're filling
Uh,
in pretty fast.
yeah,
Double Sentinel comp coming
apparently
from 10
teams have
Thieves.
like not quite Sentinels. I wouldn't count Sage as a very impactful Sentinel. A lot of people are gonna hate me for that, but yeah,
I could never hate you, Scipio. It's okay.
thank you. Oh my god. Oh, we see two very aggressive duelists from the side of the defenders, which I forgot the name. Either it's no
Noah's
disciples.
Disciples.
Okay, Noah's disciples. Yeah, Noah's disciples. We see two very aggressive duelists. They do not have like secondary duelists. They have two entry duelists basically, which are Jet and Phoenix. They're gonna have like some very powerful pop-ups on sites. On the side of Ten Thieves, though, still no one locked. They apparently like choose their team. They're still discussing probably strats, something like that.
Yeah, I
And it's gonna
find
be
it
probably
very
Reina.
interesting that the only
Yeah,
duelist they're having is Reina.
exactly. I was gonna say that. That's not an intro duelist. That's like the duelist that helps the intro duelist. But yeah, here we go.
I
We're gonna
mean,
see how that goes.
if they're willing to go for it, then they're gonna go for it.
I can
With the
kind
double
of see it.
initiator.
Exactly, that's what I'm gonna mention. They have double initiators, so that's perhaps what they're relying on, like the flashes and the fade eye that would give Reina enough info perhaps to push the side and make the difference. But I don't think that's gonna be the Reina and the Jet and Phoenix of the attackers. And here we come on game.
You know, with the way that Noah's Disciples comp is going, I don't necessarily think they're gonna play too passive. They're sort of forced in the position that they're in, with Nick Jr. playing Sage, that
Yeah.
they might have to play a little bit more aggressive just to, equalize what's going on.
What's
Um,
fascinating me is the fact that they chose such a attack comp and they chose defense. Like, I don't know how
I
that
mean,
works exactly.
they say the best defense is a good offense, or is it the other way
Indeed.
around?
But there is no actual Sentinel. Maybe Sage with a wall, but yeah.
Right. So the door is going to be closed first thing, as they are going to do a B split. We do have Penguin going up mid, might take first contact, while the rest of the team are just sitting a main waiting for something to happen. No smokes have been thrown out just yet by the Clove. But the smokes from Omen are going to come out as Noah Zones is going to try and get his one here. LK, Noah Zones are about to fight. That's one. That's two to Noah Zones. Flash comes out. And that is a third. D-Rank dead. He gets the fourth. Now it's going to be a 1v5 situation. Penguin has the wrap on everybody. But here's
Quite
Clementine
sweep up,
rotating
not gonna lie.
and gets Clementine. Well, the location is going to be revealed as Nick Jr. is defusing. The Prowler comes out, spots one, and then Dumb Bacon gets the final pick. Almost a flawless round for Noah's Disciple to start off the game.
And here we see the thing that you said, that the best defense is an offense. They just let them into sight, and Phoenix catch them with their pants down, and yeah.
Noah Zones is such a dominant player on the field.
They just
I
stopped the whole offense. That's
Oh
it.
yeah, I mean, I don't really talk about players this much, but whenever it's the case of Noah Zones, I've seen his content and I've seen him even before I joined FLV, and very dominant player for where he is ranked wise. But we're gonna see Clementine and Nick Jr. holding down A. Clementine gets the first pick on LK. LK or it gets jump peaked. Nick Jr. getting two on casual and Sussy, but Penguin gets the trading trick. That 2-for-1 trade is not gonna be good for the side of 10 Thieves here. Now it's gonna be both initiators versus four of Noah's Disciples here. As the round slows down a little bit, they seem to be backing off, heading towards B, making that split-second decision. But, they do have a minute and almost 5 seconds left in the round, which could be helpful for them. But Noah Zones is just going to hold them down and getting
And
both
here's the
in a
double kill.
collat.
Yeah. Here
Just
comes
lined up.
second round going into their bonus now. I just realized, by the way, last round that Nick was playing Sage. I did not realize that with the start of the game. But
He
yeah,
did do
very
the
dominant so
Grimwall.
far. Those Disciples, the offensive comps working just fine with saw the push in A main like very early with both Jet and Sage. Nick playing that Grim Wall, and he
Oh, yeah.
got rewarded for it. I think he got one or two, I'm not sure. The Jet value also with that outlaw.
And we are going to see some early aggression through mid here as they do break the wall that Milkshake did put down, but Clementine holding that tight angle. And then Noah Zones and Nick Jr. taking all the B main space. Crazy is going to hear that and is going to calm for them. Maybe fight that. Dizzy does come out, spots nobody as Noah Zones and Nick Jr. decide to back up all the way towards site. But Noah Zones is going to play a little bit close here, hoping to close some of that advantage. And then First Blood comes out. Penguin gets down Milkshake. The Prowler comes out, spots out Noah Zones. Noah Zones with a very nice shot to put Penguin down for the trade. Noah Zones peeking out again, getting LK, getting a
Oh my
third on
god.
Crazy, but Supra decides to get the pick on Nick Jr. and on Noah Zones, and Sussy holding down mid all by his lonesome. Gets Clementine. Now it's going to be a 1v2 for the first time this game. Noah Zones are down in numbers as they just decide to play a very passive post plant, holding. It seems like they might just ping pong out.
I'd
Dumb
wait for the
Bacon.
smoke and then try to go for Ninja Fuse, to be honest.
Seems like the blind is going to be held out here. Super is getting kind of antsy. There's the smoke,
I think so, yeah.
and
With
then
that orb,
Mosh comes
oh, he has
out.
the molly.
It's gonna stall that, but not by a lot.
Still doable?
And then the blind side comes out, whatever that ability is called.
Ah,
Dizzy
yeah.
comes out,
No way.
and then Supra closing out the round, putting Dumb Bacon to rest.
It was a good strat. I did kind of call it, but it did not work because of the number of util that Thieves did hold. They did not need that much of util to push. Noah, what's his name? Sorry, Noah Zones tried to make a play on B. He did get his kill, I believe, but yeah, that was not enough, and it was all of a sudden a 4v2. It was very costly bonus that's given, and we're gonna see the first fourth round now.
Very true. We are gonna get back into the round here. So they do opt to go A. While the Smokes player, Clementine, hears all the footsteps, calls for the rotate. Dizzy comes out, the Haunt comes out as well. Smokes are going out from across the map. Nick Jr. drawing first blood on LK with the Odin. Nick Jr., a self-proclaimed Odin enjoyer, just really, really ripping it.
We
As
call him in the
now,
game with the Sova on Abyss.
Super has some sort of hunch that somebody's in the smoke, but they aren't. While the players of Noah's Disciples are just posted up in Link and in CT. Clementine peeks out, getting some sort of kill. I don't know what I was trying to say there. On Penguin, Nick Jr. just holding up on his wall, or yeah, just used his wall. And then the high-low is going to put Sussy to rest as Clementine does get that frag. Now it's going to be a 2v5 situation. Super and crazy against the full roster of Noah's disciples. Clementine wants the skin. Nick Jr. with the Odin
Oh my
closes out
god.
the round, getting Supra and crazy down.
That's why I hate Nick.
You hate Nick?
No, no, yeah, I hate Nick like when he plays with the Odin. I don't
Okay, that's
hate
valid.
him for it. Yeah, he did that like last game, I believe he played. This week, yeah. He did this
He
week
did,
last
yeah.
game when he played on Apis with the Sova, and now he's doing it with the Sage. He just found his gameplay, I guess.
You know, the sneaky
Oh my
golems
gosh.
bundle, the Dolmir's Revenge came out, and then he got the Odin
Yeah, he
skin.
did mention it. I have the best. Oh, he did say it, quote unquote. I have the best Odin skin. Okay, they're
All
gonna
right,
run
and the
into
blind comes
Noah
out. Noah
zones.
Zones is going to take some early aggression. Peeks out, flashes all 5. Thrash comes out, detains Noah
Ouch.
Zones as he falls. Thus he gets the trade, but LK did fall. That was the first blood. Nick Jr. rotating as the ulti comes out from Fade there. Penguin is the only one out, and Sussy's out next. A wall comes out. Nick Jr. hops up on top of his wall. Supra drops D-rank. Dumb Bacon getting the pick on and Sussy there. Now it's going to be 3v3. Nobody's necessarily in favor. Wingman goes out to clear market. Nobody's there. All 3 players are going to be playing backside here. And then Dumb Bacon gets the pick off on Crazy. One is on the bomb. Clementine realizes this, peeks him, gets the kill. Now it's going to be a 1v3, and Nick Jr. shutting down the round, getting the frag on Penguin to close it out.
It's gonna be photonned in, the scoreboard for them, I guess. And I think what's working for Noah's disciples, what's making them pretty dominant in these 5 rounds, is the fact that they're kind of giving up sides sometimes and then retaken with all the force of the duels that they have. Always Noah zones whenever they run to him, like the attackers, he finds one. It makes it easier for his friends, but what's actually making the difference is the fact they're playing with such a discipline, if you know what I mean. Like they are not leaving
Absolutely, yeah.
their players on side.
And we're going to see No Zones and Clementine aggro up A. Nobody's going to be there as 10 Thieves decides to just go up mid here. All 5 players. The door is going to be closed off by Milkshake. And then it is just going to be a 1v5. Dumb Bacon versus the entirety. And manages to damage LK a little bit, but Supra eventually gets the pick off. That's going to be another 1v5. And then Penguin gets that next kill as they're just storming through mid. Nick Jr. shutting them down, getting Wingman down. That's bomb is now just stuck on B-side with nobody there. Penguin is going to wrap Nick Jr. though and gets him down. It's going to be a 2v3 situation. Clementine and Noah Zones, the strongest hitters on Noah's disciples here, are going to be forced in 1v3. The trip is going to be right in front of them. Are they going to spot it out? Yes, they are. Goes down. And then just all 3 players of 10 Thieves are posted up on site while watching their angles respectively. Penguin going to be tucked inside behind that box. Flash comes out. Penguin is full blind. Do they have any idea? Penguin gets the 3rd. Can he get the 4th? Yes, he can. 4K for Penguin to close out the round.
Nice. Okay. One hell of a round. They understood the assignment. They understood the problem that they were doing. They were given way too much 1v1s. Now they just played as a pack. They just pushed mid. They abused the mid and pushed them, like they made the 1v1s in their favor. They're pushing 5 people. The Clove got overwhelmed, and the Fade got overwhelmed in B market, and yeah, they understood the assignment. Now they go back to a default, which would see how it works. They shouldn't give like the 1v1s that they did in the first rounds.
It's really unfortunate because the flank did work out in their favor. Nick Jr. is going to hop up on top of his wall again and then tags LK for a little bit. That's the first fight we're going to see. Clementine and Noah Zone's call to just rotate off, but the bomb is going to be going towards A here as the rest of 10 Thieves decide to group up. Nick Jr.'s dead? Since when?
Yeah, the Omen couldn't.
Then Clementine gets a trade out. LK has fallen. No duelist to entry for them. But A site is just completely empty for them. And Sussy decides to TP up onto that advantage angle. Top the box. Trips are going to come out, hopefully trying to slow the retake here. As Noah's disciples are just going to try and Noah Zone's just catching a timing. Noah Zone's has a hunch that somebody's up there on the box. The Prowler comes out, gets immediately shot down. Now Clementine and Nick Jr. against the world. And Sussy spamming gets Clementine down. Noah Zone's peaks. Doesn't really get the pick on Penguin. Yes, he does. There it is. Now it's going to be a 3v2. And Sussy gets the trade out. And then No Zone's on a third 1v1 situation, just running away from the ulti. He knows he's going to be on his body.
He's going to
Starts
the
the
ult. He's going
defuse.
for the ult.
And he knew. And there it
Yeah,
is. What a smart move from Supra.
indeed. I was watching him run and I thought what he was doing on 10. I realized the Phoenix was on ult. Nice play by Supra, and it's going to be third round for them. They played a very nice default. I've got to give that to them.
That is true. They did get that first pick on Nick Jr. just completely off screen, and I missed it. But hey,
Yeah.
it works out for them.
I did not even expect it was coming, to be honest. Like, Nick was so cramped into the wall, but the spam came in through the wall and he got taken down by the Omen. He did not even see him, I believe.
Ah, it was the Omen. Okay, I see.
Yeah.
Looks like they're going to default towards mid here. No Zones and Dump Bacon are just going to hold the smoke, knowing that mid is a little bit of their weakness. And Sussy going to peek out. Spots out D-Rank Daddy. Spots out Milkshake. Milkshake runs back to safety, though. Nick Jr. opts to hold market instead. First blood,
Oh,
Clementine encounters LK, and LK falls. That's going to be the first ult that we see popped in the match. Never mind, and Sussy popped the first ult. Silly me, but the round has completely come to a standstill right now. No Zones and Dumb Bacon holding the cross as the smoke comes out. And then a little bit of a Prowler mishap there. The C's does grab Nick Jr. Dizzy comes out, doesn't spot anything. Super drops No Zones. Cypher comes out, hoping to get some info. There's 3 players grouped up together. They realize that A is the weaker site, and they just run that way towards Clementine. Will Clementine be able to hold off this 1v3? Hears them as they split up. He's going to encounter Supra, gets him caught with his knife out. Haunt comes out, doesn't realize that Crazy's going to be there too. Spots him out. Penguin going to peek out the smoke. Crazy gets...
Oh my god, Omen on the mid. Oh my god.
Okay, Nick Jr.?
He had one hell of a timing, but that's unlucky.
I could have sworn Nick Jr. looked at him. Unless I'm just tweaking. And then Milkshake taking a fight. Penguin falls. Crazy has to run to get the bomb down.
Does he have
Are they
time?
going to call to...
10 seconds left.
A little bit of time. He's just...
He does,
Okay,
but
with that,
say,
there's no time.
That's a good call, yeah.
The 1v4 could have been possible, but just opting to save, giving the defenders the win.
Especially, I just realized that they have 2 players going 0 and 6 and 0 and 8.
Oh.
Yeah, just saw that.
Oh.
That's kind of
Yikes.
unfortunate for them. I love the change by Noah's Disciples, the fact that they caught on that the mid was so abused, they stacked 2 players into mid top last round and 2 players into market, which completely shut off the
Let's do what we do.
attack of the mid for 10 Thieves.
That is true. But we're going to see some sort of B split come out here. Nobody's going to early aggress B main here. No Zones is going to be stuck behind the pillars. The wall is broken. Peeks out, gets attacked on and Sussy. But No Zones took more damage. Ultimately, Thresh comes out, spots nobody. Brings it back so it can be reclaimed by Super. No Zones is going to be caught by the C's. 5v5. No Zones gets a little bit healed up there. Now has to be a full retake by Noah's Disciples. Nick Jr. all the way on the flank. He's about to encounter Sussy, who's going to win in this fight. And it's going to be Sussy as Nick Jr. just gets timinged. Now it's going to be a 4v4 as No Zones gets the equalizing trade. All 4 players of 10 Thieves are going to be stuck in main. Clementine is going to stick it out. Thrash is going to come out. Is it going to get shot down? No. It's going to catch. D-Rank gets the pick off on LK. Super gets the trade on Dumb Bacon. No Zone's getting one on Crazy. No Zone's with the third. No, TP's up on the box. And Sussy gets him. And then the spike gets defused anyways. That's going to be a very costly win for Noah's Disciple there.
Oh my god, what chaotic round. Started off with the mid kill, then the trade by Noah, but the kills, it was mostly Noah's Disciples that round. Yeah, no, not Noah's Disciples, but here. Noah's Zones, sorry guys. Noah's Zones, like the 3k from him came in very handy. He held off main very good. I was not very thrilled about the gameplay that they did, the attackers going all into main, even though they were kind of forced.
As we go into this next round, Nick Jr. is just going to spray them down. Gets headshot through the wall, though. Clementine gets the first blood on LK. LK just cannot find a kill. Supra and Clementine are about to scrap one more time. Mosh comes out in the smoke. And the crosshair placement was there, but Super just comes out on top, just spamming them down. Now Nick Jr. is about to take a fight. Drops to Supra, though, even though he had the gun advantage. Nozone's going to drop down Supra. The blind comes out from Ensusi there as they all decide to group up and elbow. The spike is in the possession of Noah's disciples. And then the counter is going to come out here. There's going to be some sort of timing that Penguin might have. But Ensusi's decayed down to 1 HP. The Molly comes out, just completely shutting them down. There's not a lot that 10 Thieves can do here while they're on their save round. Decides to put the Vandal in the hand of Crazy there. The wall is about to go down. So now the attention is put a little bit onto main as Dumbacon is just holding the flank. And then a nice shot comes out from Penguin there. Prowler comes out. Now it's going to be a 2v3. Is Ensusi going to TP? Gets the bomb that might force them to rotate. Penguin is spotted out by No Zones, whiffing though. They're going to regroup in main. Are they going to do full rotate? Yes, they are. But Noah's disciples.
Go back. Oh
Noah's disciples has called it. They smoked off top mid, knowing that they're just going to commit to it. And Sussie's going to be alone in market. Is going to get shot down to 30 HP by Dumbacon. He's going to try and get that down ASAP. Penguin falls. So does Crazy. And then Sussie shuts it down. Barely any time. Is Dumbacon going to peek? Please. Yes, it.
Unlucky.
Oh.
Quite interesting the fact that Omen ulted while he was on elbow. He did not even rotate and then ult. I do not exactly get that, but yeah. And it's going to be 7th round on the scoreboard for favor of Noah's disciples. Well played by them. Nice shot of the first kill from Jet. Then I didn't see the whiff, so I was looking at the map. But yeah, the Sage wall was very crucial on A main, on the left on lane. And it was very executed round. Like there was not like fancy performance by one person. It was a collective round.
That is true. The Haunt comes out, spotting nobody close mid. As they do opt to go up mid here again. Dumbacon and No Zones are going to group up together, holding mid, just in case they're to push up like they did in round 3, I believe. But market door is broken. Milkshake just going to be jump spotting, jiggle peeking, hoping to get some sort of information. And Supra and Milkshake getting a fight, and Sussy gets the first spot on Clementine over on A there. Yeah. And then opts to just rotate back to
What's very interesting position by the Reyna.
Smokes are going to come out, and LK dies to Noah Zones. Noah Zones just had a hunch there. Hunt comes out, spots nobody because it was shot down. And then Nick Jr. on top of his classic walls again. Noah Zones might have a timing here. Gets the first, or gets his second kill. And then Unsussy gets Nick Jr. D rank, gets Crazy, and Super gets D rank. That's going to be a 2v2 situation. Noah Zones and Dumbacon versus Super and Unsussy. The flash comes out, and Sussy gets a pick on Dumbacon, but the ult comes out, putting them into another 2v2. And Dumbacon has to play a little bit aggro. Gets Super down. That's going to be 1v1. And Sussy for the ace. TP's to main, but gets shot down by Noah Zones. Ace denied.
Quite TP. Tried to make a play. Tried to make a gold Omen play, but it did not quite work. The Phoenix read it just perfectly. And it's an 8th round. Quite a defense half that I did not expect with the comp that they're running, but yeah.
You know, I genuinely think that Sussy's TP there was a lot better than the trombone man Noah TPs. If you go to the TikTok, the FLV TikTok, there's a couple clips on there where it didn't really go in his way. So I saw the vision.
What is Shad doing?
But we're going to get back into the round here as they do opt to go A. They just keep trading what site they're going to, throwing in the mid play every now and then. Noah Zones gets the first pick on Ensussy, but Penguin catches Noah Zones with a Bulldog. LK is going to entry onto site with Thrash. Thrash detains 2.
Oh.
Nick Jr. is going to fall, followed by Clementine. The first 2 kills that LK gets. Very fortunate for 10 Thieves as they might get this first half down. This last round of the half, Super gets D-ranked Eddie down. Now it's going to be a 1v4 situation. Dumbacon versus pretty much the entire roster of 10 Thieves. Peeks out, and then Super puts him down.
Nice half. Oh, quite expected. I think 10 Thieves comp would be better on defense. They have this Cypher, which is able to, if played well, to stop very hard pushes. Especially with those, like, you know, ceiling traps to stop the Jet pushes. Like when she overdashes. Yeah. We'll see, we'll see. Does seem like they're gonna do 5-man hit. Nice ult. And he read them both into elbow, and he got them both.
It
From a
was
person
a.
that does not know how to play Gecko, I can say that was a nice ult.
I can't play Gecko either, so I don't blame you. But are they gonna opt to go through mid here? We're gonna see LK and Supra doubled up as they do decide that they're gonna fight mid.
Oh,
Nozones is gonna catch them, and Supra gets the first pick. Clementine gets the trade. LK getting two there.
well
Clementine and
played.
D-Rank fall. And that's gonna be a 2v4 in favor of 10 Thieves. Seems like a flip switched inside LK's mind, allowing him to just, get those shots down, winning those fights and winning the trades.
We might be
But
able to
now
be up for something here with the flank.
Nick Jr. just wrapping around, leaving Dumb Bacon all by his lonesome. Dumb Bacon just doesn't know where to go, clearing all the angles, making sure everything is safe. Looks like Dumb Bacon is going to walk towards B. I don't know why they're completely separated.
He's gonna have the time in here though. That's the question. Oh, no one. They're gonna find each other.
And LK getting a third of the round. Nick Jr. falls. They're calling for the rotate towards A, and Sussy is going to be the only one left on site. They're about to fight, and Sussy
Did they
peeks
see
out and
him?
catches him. They're calling for the
That
rotate
was
back. The
unfortunate.
blindside does come out, and Dumb Bacon is going to fall to end Sussy there.
But with shots,
Giving
but he's
10
able to finish up the the work. Oh my god. This round, first thing to climb up to re-get into the game. 8-5. They might be able to build snowball from here, especially if they win like the anti-eco and the bonus. All of a sudden it's gonna be an 8-7, an equal game. Which did not seem in the first half, but yeah.
We did see Noah Zones and Nick Jr. being incredibly dominant players in this first half. Just with the supporting cast also putting in their work. But I wonder if that's going to be the case this half as well.
Yeah, we can see LK have woken up. At least in the pistol.
LK and
Aggression
Sussy are
on
going
B.
to give some early aggression down B main here. Nozones is going to be the aggressor here for mid as well, as door just didn't close, giving them just a free walkthrough. They're about to encounter LK, who sees it, but LK immediately backs up. The eye comes out, doesn't really catch anybody. LK just spamming them down. D-Rank Daddy falls. He's now 1 HP. Is he going to fall to Nozones? Yes, he is, giving a Phantom in the hands of Nozones, and Sussy getting a trade out. And
Oh
then
my god.
Nozones getting them down. Clementine falling crazy as well. That's going to be a 3v2 in favor of Noah's Disciples. Are they going to get ecoed here? And then Supra encounters Clementine, but doesn't hit any shots. He's going to get tagged, though. Dizzy comes out, clearing all of CT for them, as they are going to play on site for this post play. And Clementine is just playing with death here, just peeking out, getting as much information as possible, realizing that both players are going to be in CT here. But they do have somewhat of a gun advantage. An Outlaw and a Bulldog to their names. That drop did make sound. Ozones is going to back up. Clementine is just going to hold the angles as well. And Dumb Bacon is just going to be playing in that righty spot with a Bucky. I don't know what they're going to be able to do here. Clearing all the angles as soon as the smoke fell. Not enough time for them. Dumb Bacon drops Penguin. And Super just doesn't know what to do. No zones and Clementine just up in his face.
Bro, well played by... He got them both by Classic, if I'm not mistaken, right? He got like the Phantom and the Bucky with the Classic.
That is
What
true,
gameplay
yeah.
by Noah Zones. Going 25-8 right now.
Oh, I didn't even realize.
I just saw that. It's over. It's nearly 3 KD. Very well played.
In shock.
I think it's even 3 KD, yeah. 8
yeah, it's a little bit
3,
over
it's
3.
24, yeah. What gameplay.
Will they be able to shut down the powerhouse? That is Noah Zones. They are going to opt to go A here. But their Cypher's going to play off site.
Yeah, I'm pretty convinced that Noah Zones has not the shift key on his keyboard.
A does not shift, period. The Haunt is going to come out. And the trip gets tripped. But they're just unable to convert any kills off of it. Barely any tags either. Super gets the first pick on Clementine, though. Well, on the flank. And then is going to completely run away to regroup. No Zones gets a trade off on Penguin, though. LK is going to be the only one on site right now. The trips are going to get put down. Dumb Bacon gets the pick off on LK. Now it's going to be a 4v3 in favor of Noah's Disciples, as they do have the ability to put down the bomb. Nick Jr. gets down Supra. Now it's going to be Insussy and Crazy versus 4. Nozens is going to peek out and just gets the angle advantage on Crazy wall banging him. Now it's going to be 1v4. Is Insussy just going to play for the exit frag? He might. Nick Jr. is creeping up with the Odin. Has an idea that he's going to be there. Is he going to clear? Yes, he is.
Oh, he did.
And Noah Zones puts him down.
It was an impossible round. I think even his teammates knew that. It was a good kill, trying to hurt the eco bit. But does it actually matter with that thrifty? I don't think so.
I mean, just those disciples proving that they are dominant. LK
To
in
be
the
honest,
chat calling for a PC check.
to be honest, it's quite a dominant game by Noah Zones. Like, I think, oh no. Yeah, actually, his skills are more than all of his teammates' skills combined.
And he is nearing a 4.0 KD as well. Cypher did decide to change up where he set up the singular trip over there on main. The cages come out, stalling them just a little bit. And then he does get spotted out. Noah Zones is going to get stuck in the moss. And then walks
Oh, yeah.
away. Only receiving a little bit. And super spamming through the cage. Drops Clementine. Okay, spots out Noah Zones. Gets killed though. He's going to run across this trip. Realizing that it's a little bit out of reach for him to shoot down. D-Rank and Dumb Bacon are going to lead the charge on the rotate. Did they hear it, though? Crazy is going to anchor down B. Supra is going to run down market as well. We do have Insussi holding down mid and Penguin holding down A with the Odin. Penguin is
I
going to
think
hear
he's
all
gonna
of these
get the
footsteps and
info.
call for the rotate. And Insussi's going to be the first one. Supra following. Penguin gets a
Even
pick on
that,
Dumb
he got a
Bacon, though,
kill.
with the Odin. The Haunt comes out, spotting nobody out in elbow. Are they
Are they
gonna
gonna
opt to
go
rotate
for a
back?
second
Yes, they
rotate?
are. They're a little bit out of their hearing range here. Super is gonna hear them though and call for the rotate.
They're gonna find
Crazy
the
rethrows
fight
his
back.
trip B main. And Sussy TP's across in fear that he's gonna die. And then Penguin does get the C's off. No
Sees
zone
the
is gonna
island
be
time.
put down. There's gonna be a little bit of a save here, I guess.
Yeah,
Dizzy comes out in
force
market,
save.
spotting nobody. Penguin is just
Noah
holding the
Zones
angle.
does
No
not
zones
agree on
drops him, and
saving.
Sussy's about to peek too, but the timing just doesn't work out.
Yeah, they're gonna
Guess they're
go
just
and
gonna.
not killed so, because they know that Noah Zones is very able to kill them all in those seconds. So they're just gonna run off, do not get killed, not give him the round accidentally. And it's gonna be first round. No, actually second round for them this half.
You kind of have to give that to them. Supra spamming down Clementine in
Oh
those
my
first
gosh.
couple seconds was pivotal for how the round would have gone out.
Yeah, and the fate shutting off the rotate. That was crucial for the round also. Killing with the Odin, I believe. She had the Odin, yeah.
That is true. But we're going to see Supra and Sussy playing a little bit of aggro. The Haunt comes out, spots nobody. Dizzy comes out, also gets shot down immediately. The one-way comes out from Insussy. It is a little bit messed up, though. And they are going to opt to go elbow here. No zones popping. The ulti trying to get some sort of pick. Nobody's on
That's
site
my
for him to
fault
chase
so
down,
far.
though. All of sight is clear. Clementine is going to play up high, spamming through the smoke, trying to get some sort of value out of his ulti. But Insussy gets a pick on Dumb Bacon. Nick Jr. gets the trade, though, walling them completely off, giving them some sort of weird one-way. Nick Jr. gets crazy down. Super gets the trade, though. No zone's getting LK down. Now it's going to be a
Both great
3v2 in favor of Noah's Disciples. And then D-Rank Daddy falls to Supra. Now it's going to be a 2v2. Clementine in no
Rotate from
zones.
Phoenix?
It
Yeah.
does seem like they're going to rotate, opting to just, they have a lot more time on the board now.
You can see
With
the pinks
nobody on
going into the
B.
map. They're going for mid top, I think. They did pink
They're
mid
just
top.
going to spam their way
No.
through market, knowing that nobody's there. But 10 Thieves are just stuck on A. They have no idea. They call for the rotate, though, clearing every
They're
corner,
gonna
not
have a bit.
knowing where both are going to be. They're going to play a little bit separated. But 10 Thieves is buddying up, making sure that if a pick comes out, they can trade right off of it. Clementine is just going to play through market, clearing out mid. Wingman comes out. A really bad wingman, if you ask me. Noah Zone's getting the pick off on Penguin and then shooting down the Haunt. The Thrasher's
Oh
going
my
to come
god,
out.
oh my
Clementine is going
god,
to chase
oh
her
my...
down. And
Ah.
unfortunately, just jump. That jump was just not working out. Supra versus Noah Zones. One at 36 HP, the other at full. Waiting for the
That's
tap,
his
and then the flash
Molly?
comes out. Noah Zone's
Oh,
just
no.
jiggling. And then the flash comes out. Gets dodged out by Supra, though. And then Noah Zones with the peak.
Well played by Noah Zones. And it's gonna be one off match point.
That puts Noah Zones at a 4.0 KD.
Oh, does it?
Yep, 32, or at least above 32.
Yeah. Oh my god, it's just so covered. What crazy. Wait, 11 plus 10 is 21. 21 plus 8 is Nah, not quite. He needs 2 more kills and he have more kills than his whole team. Oh my
I'm
god.
appalled by this performance
He's the
coming
only
out
one
from
going
Noah
positive,
Zones.
by the way. Huh?
Is that so? It is. That's true. Next up, Nick Jr. 11 on 14, but they are going to flood through A here, realizing that one is going to be elbow, and then doesn't quite get the pick off. Clementine dashes
Super
back to
not
safety.
quite
Noah
able.
Zones gets super down. That is 10 Thieves' is top frag. Gone. Noah Zones is going to peek out from the one way, and Sussy's just tucked into the corner. The blind side comes out. Sorry, the
The rain after
paranoia
the
comes
flank?
out. And then Rain is going to be on flank, but never
Ah,
mind. That's just group up top mid again. Realizes that there would be more value out of that. The smokes are going to come out and they're going to full commit. Nozone's going to get tagged by a Bucky. Penguin just cannot find the kill though. And then Sussy gets picked out by Nick Jr. Realizes that there's a Bucky on default. Falls. Clementine gets the pick off on Crazy. Penguin,
Reina gone for the flank and then denying the flank and then going back for the flank. That
you
lost
know,
him
that
so much time.
that uncertainty really sort of cost them the round if he doesn't end up winning this 1v4. No Zones is going to spot him out and get
Yeah.
him gone.
There can only be one hero.
Match point.
It's just such a
It's gonna be match point. I'm actually
dominant game.
bamboozled, I cannot even speak.
No
What a
Zones.
game by Noah Zone.
I
have
think
to
the
give
name
him
for the
respect.
team is very fitting, right? Noah's Disciples.
Oh my
Think
god.
if this guy was you know coaching or teaching something regarding this game, I'd also be his disciple. I want to learn how he plays.
What's his rank?
Immortal, I believe.
Yeah, I think so. I thought it was Ascendant first. Okay, this is his 7th ult.
And immediately gets spammed down by Supra as the smoke comes out from Insussiate.
Oh my
Nick Jr. is
god.
going to be alone on site.
Oh my god, they're
Supra
just
drops
running
it.
it down.
All the trades are coming out, leaving Noah's disciples up in numbers. Fatal is going to come out, hopefully trying to get them some sort of information.
Very
The trail's
early
going to
ult.
drop. And Sussy, I just realized they're on somewhat of a save round here. Noah's disciples have the gun advantage.
Yeah,
So I think
and
they're going to
Smash.
group up and market. Hopefully try to flood out, pop out, do some sort of explosive play. But Clementine drops LK. Penguin gets the trade-off. Dumb Bacon gets Penguin, and then
And
Noah
it's gonna
Zone's
be
closing
much.
out the round, showing why he has his disciples.
37 and 8, mate.
That was almost a 5 KD.
37 and 8.
What?
I'm actually speechless.
A
He has
500
500
ACS.
ACS.
I think he just broke the record for this season. So the previous highest ACS, I'm being told by our stream up, was 498, and now it's going to be a new record.
How much? How much? 498?
Yeah.
Oh my god. They actually couldn't have done anything. Super played very good. The Omen tried his best, but yeah, oh my god.
I want to try to get some sort of post-game interview going on here with Noah Zones, if we can make that happen, maybe? All right, so all-time record is 627. Noah Zones is up there. You know, probably like,
A bit
I
season
want to say like
record.
5th place, maybe.
I have nothing to say. I cannot even speak. How much? 4 KD. He did do 4 KD and right? Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Oh my
Hold on, let me do the
gosh.
math here. Let me pull out my calculator.
I
37.
th even I think 5.
Yeah, so it was a 4.625 KD. I'm appalled.
4.62. I said even with the tries from the side of 10 Thieves, they tried their best, but it was not even nearly enough against this performance by Noah Zones. This is the first time that I'm gonna say it. I do not say it usually, but we need the PC check. Like,
I mean,
actually.
Noah Zones is just an absolutely dominant player. One, I just have to say that again and again. But
In
it's
terms of eco rating, in terms of ACS, everything has gone his way. He made it go his way. Oh my god.
my jaw is to
I'm
the
a, I-
floor.
I'm an immortal player, by the way, but I'm still like I cannot. Very dominant.
I'm right with you. You know, I peaked diamond, and I still can't fathom what some of that seems like. You know, just insane to me.
The comp of his team has helped him kind of, like the fact that oh, and as our lovely stream op informed us, we're gonna be with you back in 4 minutes. This was Noah's Disciples versus 10 Thieves, ended in a 13-6, right? Yeah, I'm not mistaken. Yeah, right. Very dominant performance by Noah Zones, and next game is gonna be stream op what? If I might know. It's in 4 minutes between who and who? It's in between Dog and NNME. So don't go anywhere, guys, and we'll be back in 4 minutes.